Hi everybody, how y'all doing? Welcome back to my channel, and we're gonna work on Winnie the Pooh again. Yeah, we worked on the lighthouse last night. I just didn't bother to film it. And so anyway, this is little ladybug, and we're gonna work on this. It's late. It's about midnight, close to 1 o'clock in the morning. So I decided to work on this for a little bit. So this is how far we've gotten. As you can see, we came up to about here. I've done all of this right in here since yesterday, since the day before yesterday. So we're going to continue working. So let me get my magnifiers on, and that way we can see what in the world we are doing. How about that? Okay, what lady? Okay, we got a whole bunch of H's right in here. So you know what? We're going to do some H's. How about that? The one thing I can say about this little um, H number 17 about this particular painting is it does have a lot of areas of confetti. So, we're getting there. It's slow, but we're getting there. So I'm going to move the light over so I can see a little bit better. Yeah, like so. Got to get a little light on the subject. Yeah. But no, I haven't really done much of anything today. I've been lazy and sleepy, and so that's why I decided to not really do much of anything until now. Get off of there. And so what we're going to do is we're just going to work on this a little bit and have a little chit chat, that kind of thing. I usually put some music on, but I didn't tonight. Yeah, I had a grilled cheese sandwich for a late lunch, early dinner. Okay. Yeah. We took some of that really thinly cut um, I don't know, luncheon loaf or spam or whatever they call it, and cut it real thin and put it on the sandwich with some cheese, and then grilled it. So it was pretty good. It wasn't bad. And get off there. And I had that about, I don't know, about 7 or so. So right now I am not hungry at all. Yeah. I'm hoping you can see this all right. See what I'm doing. Now, how about we kind of scooch in a little bit? That way you can kind of see what I'm doing. There. Now, I apologize if I run my head into you because the camera is kind of right in the way. But that's all right. We'll work around it. Yeah, I did do some cross stitching today. Yeah, I was gonna do it on video, but I didn't. So I worked on the one I call the dogs, and worked on that one for a little while. Mostly right now I'm working on the background on the on that particular cross stitch. It's mostly background right now. So yeah, I found this video on YouTube, and it's real pretty music, and it's called Pray or Pray. I don't know. Anyway, it was put out about 5 or 6 years ago, I guess, and I really enjoy listening to it. It's very nice. Yeah. Yeah, this color is kind of like a light blue. It's real pale blue. Yeah, H. 775 is the DMC code number. So, hey Nova. Yeah, Jesse's dog decided to come to visit. Yeah, Jesse's at work. Millis is still at work. John is in his room. And I'm here doing a diamond painting, so everything's pretty quiet. But it's nice and cool outside. You know, the night air is not bad. And the yeah, I went outside to close the I have this umbrella that's outside. And anyway, I went and closed the umbrella, so get that out of the way. I'm going to open up and turn the music on because right here in good old Chickamauga, it is 66 degrees right now. So hang on. And so I thought what we'd do is I'd put some little bit of music on, if you don't mind. Go into my subscriptions and work that way. Yeah, what it is, it's Christian hymn instrumentals is what it is. So
When you've got the shoes, but need a matching outfit for the first day of school? With Lens, you can just ask Google for a backpack.
there we go. How about that? Hopefully it's not too loud. Anyhow, I was on the internet earlier today, and I understand that someone assassinated Charlie Kirk. And this is a Christian man that visits the universities to help explain and counteract some of the unfortunate woke agenda out there on the universities. And I understand that somebody assassinated him today or a few days ago. And which is very unfortunate. You know, it's a horrible thing when people resort to that. You know, so if you would keep his family in your prayers and pray that justice will be done, because I understand they did catch the guy, and Mr. Kirk was only 31 years old and left behind a wife and family, young children. So because of the stupidity of one, all right, a family and children are going to grow up without a dad, without their daddy. So y'all keep them in your prayers if you would, please. I tell you what, you look at the world and everything that's been going on. Poor woman in New York that got stabbed to death. And then other things that have been going on. You know, the shootings and the whatevers. You name it. And it makes you realize that, you know, the devil is working overtime. You know, doing everything he can to destroy us and the world around us. You know, and unfortunately, not enough people pay attention to actually see that. You know, they're so busy with their own doing their own thing that they don't see the evil that's keeps getting worse and worse every day. And then people wonder why I don't like going out. It's the world the way it is that I want nothing to do with it. But anyway, so y'all keep these people and their families in their prayer in your prayers, because our country and our world needs it badly. Yeah, I was listening to Sheriff, I think it's Sheriff Judd out of Florida. Anyway, he was showing people that had been busted over, for um, indulging in the purchasing of prostitutes and things like that. And he showed one picture of a guy, and this is a professional. This is not some random person. Okay, this guy is, got a good job. He's got a good family, and all of that. He's got a wife and kids, and he gets caught trying to solicit a 15-year-old, and they asked him, why did you do this, And he turned around and told them that, well, he had a choice of, you know, going to church or doing what he did and got caught and busted, okay? And so he chose to solicit this kind of stuff rather than to go to church. Mm-hmm. Yeah. When the sheriff said that, I was just dumbfounded. You know, and these are not, uneducated people. These are professionals. These are people that he was a worker, an administrator for Red Cross, if I remember right, and and just unbelievable. So that's one reason why I don't like listening to the news, because you'd be surprised at what kind of stuff you hear, and you go, "Good grief!" It makes you wonder. I know it makes me sit back and go, "What in the world are these people thinking?" Obviously, they're not thinking at all, but anyway. So, yeah, we gotta take the trash out, get the trash out to the road tonight. Yeah, I had one of the diamond paintings that I ordered from Amazon. It came in today, and so and it's one of them fall pictures. Yeah, and it says, "Hello, fall." Yeah. Yeah, it's not a big one. It's only a 30 by 40. But that's all right. Sometimes you get tired of doing all these big ones. So, and then I kitted up. I did kit up my Last Supper. I did get that kitted up. And what else have I done? Well, I've got some uh, containers that I need to, what do they call it, down getting, where it's putting the drills and stuff away. And I got to do that yet. I haven't got around to doing it yet. And that is a tedious chore. So I need to make it a habit of doing it every time I get a diamond painting completed. I should go ahead and de-kit it, but I don't. You know. Does anybody save those drills that you get with the partials? The crystal drills, all them different shapes and whatnot. Let me know, because if you want, I can save them and pass them on, because I don't save them. I just end up throwing them away because I don't keep them. But if there's anybody out there that saves them and whatnot, I can, I can, you know, bag them up and send them to you if you want them. I don't mind. I can do that. I mean, it's not that big a deal, and I don't think it would be that expensive to, you know, ship it out to you. You know, I just hate throwing them in the trash. Such a waste, right? And and I don't save them because I doubt if I'll ever use them because I don't do partials very often. So, and I can pass them on if that's what y'all, if somebody wants them. I don't mind at all. 'Cause I've got a bunch of them sitting in the drawer, and I haven't thrown them away yet. But at the same token, I don't plan on, putting them in my stash and saving them either. So right now they're just sitting there. So, mm, yeah, come here. Whoops. Sorry about that. Yeah, I think um, the Last Supper that I just kitted up, I think it's double-sided tape or double-sided glue or whatever you call it. So I don't know. And it also is a square drill, so it's going to be a tough one to work with. Because as you know, with double-sided glue, it has a once you set it down, it's down. You're not moving it. Okay. No, now there. We're getting there slowly. Yeah, because of the way the angle I'm sitting, it's kind of hard sometimes uh, on my back and shoulder. Yeah. And so anyway, I'm sitting here listening to that song on the computer. That's that pray, the Christian hymns, and I like it because it's continuous playing. I don't think there's any commercials or whatever in it, which works for me. Mm. Yeah, when you first turn it on, there's a commercial, and then after that, there isn't any until it runs out, and then it has other ads afterwards. So, yeah, but I got quite a bit done on that cross stitch that I'm doing. It's one I call the dogs. And I got quite a bit of it done. I only worked on it a couple hours, but I got like 3 or 4 different, strands, sewn in. So, Frankie over there. Trying to get him to sit straight. Yeah, there we go. And but yeah, that's about all I did today. That and listen to stories on my tablet, and that was about it. You know, it got pretty warm today. It got about 82, 83. So it's not hot, but it got warm. Hang on, I got to grab a little bit of water. Yeah, my mouth is dry today. Upside down. Okay. But yeah, I did quite a bit of work on that lighthouse the other night. Yep. I wanted a little bit of a break from this one, and so I worked on the lighthouse for a little while, and then I did some cross stitch. And I finally got to bed. I guess it was about 5:30 this morning, something like that. Yeah. But hopefully y'all had a good day today. At least I pray that you did. Yeah, the weather wasn't too bad. Yeah, for some reason Lily is chasing me around the house today. Every time I turn around, she's chasing me. And right now, Frankie is sitting on the desk next to me here, and she's about half asleep sitting up. Mm, yeah. Yeah. But we're getting there slowly. Hmm. Yeah. I had a hard time breathing today. I don't know. I don't know. You know, like they say, some days are better than others, I guess. Yeah, I have, what is it? CPOD or whatever it's called. Anyhow, it's a respiratory problem. Uh, it's caused by having damage done to my lungs when I was younger. And, uh, and then on top of that, I also um, used to be a smoker many years ago. And and then I suffer with some kind of and different types of allergies of some type that affect my breathing. It's not asthma, but anyhow, it's just some days are better than others. Let's put it that way. And so I have to take breathing treatments like 3 or 4 times a day. And I didn't do that today. I had one breathing treatment today. I don't like being stuck sitting in one spot while I'm attached to the machine. So, no, that looks pretty good. We're just about done with the H's, But as you can see, that little square is almost done. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Come on. Good gummit. Every time I go to put pressure on it, it moves the painting around. Yeah. But like I said, I don't have a lot to talk about. It's not a lot of exciting stuff going on. So, so I just sit here and diamond paint and mind my own business and watch movies and things like that. Whoop, dropped it. I think I'm gonna have to get some wax. Yeah. Yeah, I always use this purple wax um, when I'm using wax, um, rather than the blue or the pink. I don't know why. I don't know. It's just it lasts a little bit longer, I think. Yeah. I need to plug my other pin, my air pin in, and charge it up. I just haven't done it. Yeah. The only thing I don't like about that air pin is it doesn't have a curved tip that fits that particular pin. I wish it did, but it doesn't. Because I like the curved tips rather than the straight ones. Oh, come on. Get over there. And so anyway, I don't know if I can get a curved tip or not. I don't know. I'll have to look at Amazon and see if I can. You know. That's why I always end up going back to Old Faithful here and the curved tip. Yeah. Yeah, my daughter was working on her eyeglass case that I got for her, and she got about halfway done with it, but she has real bad carpal tunnel in her hands, and so she can't work on diamond paintings for long periods of time, and because her hands, it aggravates her hands. Yeah. She's like me. She's got real bad carpal tunnel. And so she's got it worse than I've got. I've got just arthritis. Hers is actual carpal tunnel. So her hands are limited as to some of the stuff that she can do. And but me, I love working on crafts and stuff, and so arthritis or not, I'm going to continue to work on it. Oop, that's a upside down one. And so I'm not about to give up my crafts if I can keep from it. Yeah. We're almost done here. It's a pretty good sized patch of one color. Yeah. Yeah, I've been using this stuff. It's like a salve on my hand, on my thumb, and it's got menthol and camphor in it, and it is doing a very good job in helping to alleviate some of the pain. Yeah, I think I've got all of the H's, so let's put those away. And I need to go. I couldn't remember where I'd gotten it, and so we were looking it up, and I can get it at, of all things, I can get it at the Dollar Tree. And it's a little thing of salve, and it does alleviate um, a lot of the pain in my thumb. So maybe this weekend I'll go down and get some more. I think I've shown it to you before, but it's in this little container. I don't know if you can see that or not. It says Pain Relief Balm, and it's by Coralite, and it's distributed here in the United States. Let's see. And it has camphor in it, and it has menthol in it. Yeah. And it's just like a white balm looking stuff. Almost looks like Vaseline almost. And anyhow, it does work. So I'm gonna have to go back and see about getting some more. Maybe this weekend, because I don't have that much in there. F number 40. It's this one. Yeah. 3865. That's a number on it. Just plain old white, basically. Yeah, I'll try to maybe see about going to Dollar Tree this weekend if my daughter doesn't have to work. And get me some more of this stuff if they've still got it. And my daughter says I can even order it from them, like a case of it, and have it delivered to the store, and then just pick it up when it comes in. So she was telling me, and I said, "Oh, I didn't know that." So I may do that too. I don't know if I can't get it at the store. Because I can get a case of it, which is, I think, 24 for something like $25, $30, something like that. So we'll see. Yeah. Oh, come on, get in there. There we go. Sometimes it just doesn't want to go in the way it should. Yeah, I think we'll finish this area right here. Try to finish it up, and then I think we'll bring the video to a close. I know I'm not talking about a bunch of stuff, and so I know it's kind of boring. But anyhow, yeah, I still haven't figured out how to record on that other camera. I just haven't taken the time to sit down and play around with it until I figure it out. I just haven't done it yet. But I will eventually. Yeah, and I may even try to eventually, not right away, but eventually try to do a live maybe once a week, you know, because I don't think I could handle do more than that. Just, pick a day, like maybe a Wednesday or a Thursday. No, can't do Thursday because um, Kentucky Philly's got Thursdays and Mondays, and then Star's got some lives that she does. I can't remember the days though. So I know she has that one on Sunday, and I don't know. And I know she has a devotional on Tuesdays, I think. So I don't want to interfere with anyone else's lives if I can keep from it. Yeah. So we'll figure it out. Because I may do cross stitch, I may do diamond painting, I may color. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. So that's kind of what I've got in mind. But we'll see. Get over there. Yeah, right now I'm listening to an old book from an old series done by Patricia Briggs. And it is the Alpha and Omega series. And the one I'm listening to right now is Fair Game, I think it is. Yeah, Fair Game. And um, the the main characters, are working with the FBI to solve some bizarre murders that happen to be dealing with supernatural people like the Fae and werewolves and stuff like that. You know, if you're into that kind of stuff, it's an interesting story. And so that's what I'm listening to right now. Mhm. Mhm. But yeah, I do. I listen to a lot of books. You know, don't do too much in the way of reading it. You know, I got Audible, and so I use that. You know, I got into the habit of using the Audible. Whoop, whoop, sorry about that. I didn't mean to bump you.